So just stop you early.
Watch the gas tank.
Keep it turning.
This is the race committee. We have met the win limit, and this America's Cup is live.
Okay, let's do this. Let's build towards race one of the match in the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup. The defender, Emirates Team New Zealand, the official challenger of record, INEOS Britannia. It will be a port entry from New Zealand, a starboard entry from INEOS Britannia. It will be delicate in these conditions.
Potentially, I have the British team possibly late for their entry. They were quite late getting foiling over that right-hand side, so Emirates Team New Zealand looking like they'll be on time. Possibly late for the British team entering, but we'll have to wait and see in this first duel.
Emirates Team New Zealand hit the green light. They are good to go to enter the start box, and INEOS Britannia will be late. They can now enter the box, but they are way off.
Decision now on Emirates Team New Zealand, surely, of whether to go and actually try and give them a bit of courage.
Kiwis heading towards the British. The track in front of them, going to try and stop them getting into the starting box.
Down here, that's the mark there. Next move out here, Pete. Jibe.
Going away here.
Happy. They're going to follow around with down for attack from here.
Well, the British are in. They have entered the starting box. Just over a minute to go. There is lots of holes in this breeze, and we saw Great Britain fall foul of that.
Coming up all the way.
55 to the start.
3.
Looking to tack under them, I think.
Final board.
Okay, they go early, go past. Go past.
They're going past.
Fun.
8 for the pin.
All about the time and distance, how long there is left to the start, how long it's going to take you to get there, your position relative to the opposition.
There's good stuff far right, so if they go, I'd want to go with them.
Slower, sorry. Go on.
Emirates Team New Zealand a little early, just having to kill a little bit of time. The British will be almost time on distance for the pin from where they are.
Well, we didn't get the fight, the tussle we were hoping for. But this is going to be close at the start.
The charge towards history is about to begin. Race one of the match, and the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup is a go.
Average face, slightly righty. Go heel.
30 to boundary.
A beautiful start from the Kiwis. 3.5 metres back, nothing at this speed, doing 35 knots.
A little early speed advantage to Emirates Team New Zealand. Just off the line with about 2.5 knots more boat speed, converting that into an early gain.
Going to use all the boundary.
Yep.
Kiwi team though in this light air, when they do tack, if they exit the boundary on port tack, they will be the giveaway boat. Whilst they're inside the boundary, they have all the rights.
It's good. They've gone low to be fast. Nice breeze coming on us.
Lovely tack from Emirates Team New Zealand.
We just want to make sure we get out of here if we need to.
Or try and get going fast.
I can go faster.
Yep. Big pressure here. Really nicely.
Taking Conno. Taking mainland.
Just kind of time trial at the top. Get this go-to done.
The two helmsmen on board New Zealand at the top, Nathan Outridge on the left-hand side.
A-tech I would go with. Transitioning the lull now. Okay, go to that next puff now.
Yeah, I think you're all the way to that righty now.
236, slightly left of average. Up to through here.
Yep.
New Zealand are gaining here since I've been on port. I'm just watching those metres gained, and it's INEOS that are losing valuable metres. Some of it could be that the pressure is on the left-hand side. We heard that pre-start. The initial build would be from the left, and I think there's more left-hand pressure coming, and it'll hit Emirates Team New Zealand first.
Back in now.
Yeah. Go a bit further, I think.
Yeah. I think
Okay, yeah, let's go.
2, 1, 4 down. 3, 2, 1, mate.
Go mine.
I'm happy to go if they go.
Going forward.
They've gone.
See that darker patch of breeze on the water. INEOS Britannia just getting into that and then tacking, trying to take advantage of that angle, but Emirates Team New Zealand also tacking in that same wind shift as well. So just not letting the British get too far out to one side, so trying to stay in between their opponents and that top gate.
Following him in here, not sure you take your time.
If he goes before late, you
Really
can
hard to
keep
say,
going.
yeah. It's okay, Tom, right?
He's right here at the moment.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, lengthening to 1.6 nautical miles.
Very good sign if they're lengthening the course. The wind is in and stable.
I will. 2, 1, no board.
They tacked as well. I made it we can.
Yeah, more pressure coming too. Up beyond the top mark, I'm seeing greener patches on the water, so I think there's more pressure coming down the course. But both boats will be around this top mark gate before that new pressure hits them.
Numbers. Okay. Going button.
So INEOS Britannia sitting in the dirty air of Emirates Team New Zealand, so that wing wash or that sail wash coming out the back.
Button.
I've got way too faking coming down.
That's right.
That'll slow
What do you think, early job?
British team down.
Just settle. I think the pressure will be good straight. and then
Emirates
we'll
Team
take
New
it down
Zealand
the middle.
about to complete the first leg
It looks quite
of
good
6
straight. There's
in
more gas on the
race
jar.
1, the
Down in
opening
3,
race of the match here in
2,
Barcelona.
1.
Strong start has given them the advantage at this point.
At the moment for me.
Copy.
It's me there, no D for Pete. I know it's
INEOS
slightly
Britannia
lifted right now.
coming through. One thing we have seen in the whole of this regatta, downwind, Britannia is quick.
Early jibe here.
Copy. Pressure hit.
Go into it.
2, 1, working down.
Okay, all the way down, go hard.
There we jibe. Hit it, boys.
And board down here.
2, 1, made.
Turning.
I will.
Happy to go.
2, 1, go board.
Kiwi fans like that, don't they? It's a long way to go, but you'll take anything if you're a fan. Any moment of advantage, enjoy it.
British team having to sail back through some dirty air there as well downwind, so sailing into slightly more pressure though.
Take a breath.
So that might compensate for a bit of turbulence.
Still got to watch the bottom corner. Feeling that wind now.
Protect the right looking down.
Yep. Out through. That's it, wind there now, Nate. 240s.
British there,
there's a little
3
gust
knots
here in a sec.
faster in their boat speed, so sailing at an extra pressure.
on that lay line.
Big gains to INEOS Britannia.
Yep. You're having a little fast mode here, aren't we?
I think PNGs are good, bro.
They've gone in. They're just getting a
New
good toe
Zealand
down
pretty well towing right down the middle of the track here. It's still quite swirly, and with this breeze increasing, the chopper's got up, but it's not aligning with the wind. The sea state is coming more from the right-hand side, looking down the course, and INEOS, as we've seen time and time again, look pretty pacey on leg 2.
Well, since the top mark, we've seen a 100-metre gain for the British boat. They've been sailing in 2.5 knots more wind pressure than the Kiwis. Look at that view. They are closing in.
Okay, you want to take that? Precious. Got something on here now.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, lengthening the course to 1.7 nautical miles.
Turning.
I will.
So that extra true wind speed
And I probably want to
means
go with
extra
the
power
pressure.
for the boats, and that in turn means extra speed, so race committee extending the course out to hit that target time.
Might be a little wide on this can.
Pardon, all good. Just compressing here, guys.
Airline's in 25 here.
Have a little look up the course if you've got
So
it.
the cyclors on the top right-hand
big,
screen there, basically providing
to the
all the
right,
hydraulic
it's still
oil
this void
power
through the
to
middle.
move the sail plant on board the
They've
AC-75.
gone
So
there.
everything
We're gonna
below
land here,
deck
aren't we?
powered
Yeah,
by
still got the
batteries,
option.
everything above
Yeah,
deck
so.
powered by the cycling team.
Good phase now.
Anytime, bro.
2.
INEOS Britannia surely just about to sail into the wing wash of Emirates Team New Zealand. INEOS Britannia on a J1, their biggest jib, and possibly Team New Zealand on a J2, not 100% their biggest jib, just a click smaller than their max power on the front of the boat.
It's got the left mark.
Buffers in the middle. Will be one more drive.
Kiwis laying the gate.
Pardon?
One more manoeuvre for the British team.
Emirates Team New Zealand about to complete leg number 2 of 6, a third of the way through the opening race of the match, but there's just a sense this one is going to be very, very close. They get around and hit up on the second upwind leg, and it's been a good downwind leg for INEOS Britannia. Very good one.
Smart move by Emirates Team New Zealand to take that other turn. They could have laid in right, but by taking that left turn, they put INEOS Britannia immediately in their wing wash and force INEOS Britannia to do an early tack away down speed.
Great positioning from the Kiwis already in that defending position. Got the British right where they want them.
Hey, mate's been on board.
That's a right phase, so...
Right, key here.
If you're new to America's Cup viewing here in Barcelona, there is 2 helmsmen and 2 trimmers, 2 cyclers on each side. So very much sharing steering and trimming duties and decision making.
Three still right, got 40 seconds this way. Does look good on the right, I think they're probably done that.
Okay, let's stand by here.
Yep.
2, 1, at board.
2, 1, made.
Landing.
I will. 2, 1, down board.
Both boats over on the left-hand boundary. It's turned into a classical match race. Emirates Team New Zealand now are playing the really typical match race tactic of being on top of the trailing boat. And just trying to get a bit of a handle here on relative boat speed between the 2 boats, and this will be a long port hand over to that right-hand boundary. And I'm just looking at the gauge between the 2 boats, and it's New Zealand that are extending. Again, I think that's more pressure related than boat-on-boat boat speed at this stage.
Could get up here a little more. Really stretching here at the moment. I think
Just
I'd
looking
go
at
with
the VMG numbers, that means how much progress you're making to where you're going.
3, 2.
British slightly better VMG.
There's not much in this. There's not much in this at all.
Coming into good pressure on the nose. Good gains
VMG
received.
standing for velocity
Back to
made
go again.
good. So for those that
Choose best
new
pressure.
to the sport,
Not quite yet.
some of the most important numbers
It's
you'll
like
see
left phase.
on your
And Andy, keep looking
instrumentation.
top marks, exits.
Okay, copy.
It's a rather complicated name for something that's quite simple.
Real nice pressure.
Yeah, nice
Andy
spot.
Maloney
Yeah,
there
beautiful spot. Looks good all the way to
foil
the boundary
trimming
for
duty,
me,
so
Andy.
actually flying at the
And we're
AC-75
not quite one
above
in,
the water
so
surface.
the question is if we
Those very,
protect
very
the left
small
now, or are we
foils.
happy just to hit again?
I think we hit again now. It's knocking a bit.
Yep.
Emirates Team New Zealand, look, they've got that lovely patch of
Now be getting
wind,
close
that
to zone,
green
so
area we can see on the
I
wind
think we hit
field,
them on this one hard now.
heading higher
have to be
than
almost as quick
Britannia.
as we can.
Okay, stand by.
I'll call the board, you guys do
The
it as
meters
quick
are
as you can.
creeping up.
1, port down.
Stand gone.
2, 1, made.
Landing.
I will. 2, 1, down board.
Ben Ainsley handing over to Dylan Fletcher on driving duties aboard INEOS Britannia.
Nice way for you to build on.
And the wing wash off the back again of the Kiwi boat will be working its way down towards the British team.
Nice lifted mark.
Looks like a pretty good man, top right. Corner
These
again.
lighter conditions, very,
Good.
very
It looks like there's good breeze
big
all the
bending
way.
of the breeze around all those sails, so a lot of dirty air going down
I
there.
think it's going to hold, right? It's only 20 delay.
Yeah, looks okay,
pressure on the
straight.
bell. Anytime.
See the difference in VMG there, Shirley. Any options there for the British team apart from tacking away.
Little high mode or not, they've gone.
2, 1, go on board.
On board INEOS, this is Dylan Fletcher, his port helm, gold medalist from Tokyo in the skiff class, his first America's Cup. And we have watched him grow over the last 6 weeks. What a talent he is.
Blank crease here.
And here is his co-helm, driving the whole campaign and the boat. 4 times gold medalist,
Okay,
Ben
5
Ainsley,
seconds on the box.
driver on starboard.
Okay, stand by.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, lengthening to 1.8 nautical miles.
At my wheel.
It has been a strong leg upwind for Emirates Team New Zealand. They have defended INEOS well at this point. Halfway through race 1 in the match, and it's the defender leading as they head downwind for leg number 4.
It's like that thanks.
I don't think there's a rush, is there?
No, I don't think there is either.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
bit different this time.
Just on the bow
Joy
there,
of
it looks to
sport.
go
Nothing
right.
better than seeing a fan of any sporting team just smile.
Am I wheel?
And there is so much to smile about when you're watching these high-tech AC-75s flying around the course. 7 tons of majestic nautical architecture. There goes INEOS Britannia. They're now the chaser. All right, they're the hunter. That's a crowd. That's a crowd.
It's a lot more even on the run than it did last time.
A little more wind, wouldn't it?
New Zealand just doubled their lead on that second windward beat. That's an ominous sign, but it's still quite swirly with the wind. But my initial thought is that New Zealand has had an upwind edge, and the conditions have actually settled down a little bit. There was a bit of comms coming from Nathan Outridge about coming over to the right-hand side, because I think they got a little bit caught out on that first downwind, but this time it's a little bit more settled.
And what?
On board, Emirates Team New Zealand, and the front position being taken on by foil trimmers. And the second position back by the helm, and the back 2 positions by the Cycor team on both sides of the yacht.
There's an enviable composure on board Emirates Team New Zealand, and I think you've sailed with them, you've done the last 2 cups with them. Having Nathan Outridge on the other side of the boat has really added to that. They seem confident. Their racecraft, their
I think what we did at the
execution
last bottom mark was
is
good,
spot on.
but obviously a bit more separation this time.
It really is, and Nath doing a brilliant job.
Doesn't look amazing downwind, but I'm sure it's good. It's just a bit deceiving.
Looks okay on the bow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good on the bow. Just like immediate jibe's no good, but I think A-line jibe's good.
Copy.
He's going to probably go pretty soon. Yeah, he's gone now.
Quite lifted.
Happy to go any time with the lift.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, put down. A little lighter, boys. A lot lighter.
Burling handing the driving duties over now to Nathan, and Pete now becomes the tactician and course manager.
The bottom's here, I think.
Hello, Emma.
Have a look at race.
The Outridge family.
It's better if we can go
Very
left,
accomplished
but if
author as
it
well.
happens that we have to just go right, and there's enough wind to attack here. It's not the end of the world. Close to laying here, eh?
I don't think I'm going to get down that far.
Hugely powerful sail plan in these lighter conditions on the AC-75.
Definitely protecting right on the beat when we can, but no, they'll have to do the extra one to get there too.
Pretty nice left lane here.
Yeah, lifting now.
We'll see how we hook up out of this jibe, right? Whether we want to go left again.
Yes. Nathan
Say when, Pete?
and the guys on that port side completely blind to their crew members on the other side of the boat, so having to rely 100% on comms to paint the picture to sail the boat accurately around the course.
Yeah, for sailors around the world, can you imagine you can only see 180 degrees? It is a different game.
Straight through and then just tap or either or.
Straight through and look for a lane, Andy.
Emirates Team New Zealand approaching the bottom gate, and that will complete leg number 4. They've controlled this race to this point. The defender of the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup. Remember, 1st to 7 race wins.
Yeah, I think we have to go above the gas.
New Zealand flag flies, and why not?
Jibe for left turn.
There's a long, long way to go.
A little further.
Just watch the gas and then you go.
3, 2, 1, forward down. Sorry, no worries, nice win.
INEOS Britannia now approaching the bottom gate. They will complete 4 legs. It's a 6-leg race, so get around that mark and then you're upwind for the last time before you head home here in Barcelona.
See some accumulated data there.
Look at that. Look at that for a crowd on the opening day of the match.
Yeah, do you reckon we overtake, but do you reckon we go past some more?
Just a click advantage there, surely, on the average VMG. And speed to Emirates Team New Zealand, but you'd expect that by being able to sail their own angles. They sail through dirty air.
That'll be nice.
On board the chase boat for Emirates Team New Zealand, Ray Davies joins us right now. Controlling this opening encounter pretty well, Ray.
Yeah, so far so good. Now for sure the guys are sailing really well. Like for sure there's lots of dots to join out here and they're doing a fantastic job of blinking those and therefore a lot more performance. So yeah, tricky conditions, but yeah, really happy with how they're sailing, very composed.
Ray, very difficult conditions to pick sails this morning. How was the process there?
Yeah, we pulled ours up and down a couple of times. Yeah, this new breeze was potentially going to come in a little bit stronger, so we're covering the option of going to a smaller sail, and we're happy with the weather call. Roger Batten was just nailing it, and yeah, he was to within half a knot, so fantastic job there by our Cloudsy boy. So good shout out there. But you know, it's tricky out here. There's a lot of cloud around. It's clearing now. It's a lot more stable than what we'd seen earlier. So hopefully we get a couple of good races in today.
Thanks for your time, Ray. Appreciate it. Let's go across to the INEOS Britannia chase boat with Rob Wilson. Rob, quick question. Late into the start, any reason?
There was a few little issues they were having after the battery swap with one of the batteries, which just put us on the back foot very slightly.
Yeah, how pleased are you with how well the boys have recovered from that and sailing well?
Yeah, they're edging back in there. The Kiwis are making it pretty tough though. You know, it's super shifty out there and quite up and down on the pressure, and they've just put their elbows out, and it's hard to get around them, that's for sure.
Thanks for your time, Rob.
Thank you.
Like it's on the boundary in front of us.
On board INEOS, we can see there the new M1 mainsail looks a bit flatter in the foot to me. The one they used through the Louis Vuitton finals had a bit more camber than that, so they've obviously learned from sailing against Luna Rossa. So that's something new I've seen on INEOS. Emirates Team New Zealand push forward. They're in slightly better breeze, heading over to the right-hand boundary.
Well, that was interesting to find out from their coach, Rob Wilson, what the issue was. The batteries obviously needed to work the foils, and the first sign of issues with reliability we have seen from this team in the whole summer.
You're on the money. We have been talking up the reliability of INEOS Britannia this whole regatta. But that's just a small issue, but gee whiz, costly in the opening race of the match, as it is turning out.
Ben Ainsley with the clear lenses today. We've seen Ben and the guys chop and choose between lenses, cloudy conditions. The foil there, absolutely ripping through the water upwind. Lee McMillan on flight control. He's doing flight control on the port side of the yacht, so controlling that foil that's in the water at the moment. So fantastic viewing position. The INEOS team actually a slightly different crew configuration. Their foil trimmers at the rear of the boat versus Emirates Team New Zealand. Bledmon, his opposite foil trimmer on the windward side. So there's cyclers in the middle. Helms in that forward position. Very similar cyclor configuration powering the boat.
The rower, Matt Rossiter, cycling for all he's got, providing the power for those trimmers to do exactly what they need to do.
A lot of oil needing to be moved on board the AC-75s in these slightly lighter conditions, so coming out of the tacks, going almost from fully depowered on the sail package to fully powered up and then back to fully depowered again.
I think we'll get them, mate.
Yeah, you're pretty easy, I think.
So watch the back of the waves.
The final upwind leg is about to be completed by the Defender, Emirates Team New Zealand. And then they'll round that mark in the top game and head home. The finish line is the next point of reference.
Steady, steady. I think you get driving about 40.
All those fans inside Kiwi Corner wanting only one thing, and that's a win in race one.
Yes, if he's cruising front.
Yep. Any sign of it dropping will go, but I think we're good for at least 20.
Top speed in the Bearaway in just over 7.4 knots of true wind speed, so fantastic performance.
Breeze is a bit lighter. We heard them say it on board. I can see it's only 7 or 8 knots. Getting trickier.
Unfortunately, INEOS Britannia just having to do that final tack right in the dirty air that Emirates Team New Zealand just provided by rounding that top mark. So it'll be difficult from here to dig their way back into this one.
At the moment might be an early
INEOS Britannia will round the top gate for the final time in race one, match one.
Big push for the cyclors here to get that massive twin skin mainsail back sheeted on.
Okay, any time here? Come by. 2, 1, 1 down. 2, 1, please. Come out.
Both these boats have managed the courses, like you say, connecting the dots beautifully today. There's still one more race to come, weather permitting. And potentially after this, the Pooch Women's America's Cup single match race final. But right now, the Defender is heading towards the finish line.
Little header on the scrounger with a gust.
Still quite a lot of puffs and lulls on this course, so a lot of powering up of the sail package and depowering. You just see how much that Traveller is moving around on the main to control the roll of the yacht. That's the most important thing.
We get a lovely view of how deep that mainsail is. I mean, really versatile setup, isn't it? Sometimes we look at it and it's absolutely flat.
Yeah, the twin skin mainsail package is very, very efficient, being able to separate the high and low pressure side of that aerodynamic foil structure, and able to go through a massive depth range, going from almost dead flat to 13 or 14% camber.
It all happy to step down, but
yeah, copy. It looks okay.
Right today.
Yeah, getting a little header here, just coming down with it.
They make it look easy, don't they? They make it look easy, but they are just
at us a boundary now, so they'll be
managing it so beautifully as the conditions have dropped off somewhat.
Certainly not top-end breeze at the moment, but
if you feel light at all.
36 knots of boat speed. Those little skinny foils going through the water surface area. Only about 1.2 square metres of foil surface area, keeping 7,000 kilos foiling across the water surface.
Even a small truck up in the air, it's quite something.
Both teams on their M1 mainsail, so the biggest sail area, around about 145 square metres.
Good. It's always better straight, so a little bit over helps just get in easy.
If you hung your head over the side of the boat and had a look out, that's what you'd be seeing.
45 to go, 45 to line.
It's Cam Webster on the cycling team, just giving his
anytime should be good.
cycler group a heads up of their next manoeuvre coming up.
I don't think so.
Hamish Bonda, an Olympic gold medalist to row. His combination with Eric Murray is legendary in rowing circles. He's also been a bronze medalist as a cyclist in the Commonwealth Games. He has the biggest motor I have seen in many, many years in professional sport. But right now, on the opening day of the match in race 1, the defender Emirates Team New Zealand has done what it set out to do and put a stake in the ground. Emirates Team New Zealand win race 1 of the match.
Well, they have reason to cheer, not just for the win, but the Kiwi outfit did not put a foot long.
And in comes INEOS Britannia. And as Coach Rob Wilson said, a battery issue at the start saw them come in late to the start box and it has put them, as he said, quote, on the back foot. But what will happen in race number 2? There's more racing to come. Don't you worry about that. INEOS Britannia crossed the line, but it's advantage Emirates Team New Zealand.
Backing up. Reach.
Up on, guys. Keep going. Where to go?